Hi everybody! For today's video, I wanted to do my top 8 tips and tricks for playing Pokemon Go. Tip number 1 is take a portable charger with you. I can't tell you the amount of times Pokemon Go has completely drained my battery. I would not want it to happen to you. Make sure you take a portable battery with you. If you don't have one, then get one because they're so useful when playing this game. Tip number 2 is when you have 2 of the same Pokemon and you want to transfer one to Professor Willow. My recommendation is don't just look at their level or their CP, look at what moves they have, because if they have really great moves and you transfer one, then you might end up with a Pokemon that, is a higher level, but they don't have as cool moves or as powerful moves, so make sure you check that out. Don't waste your incubators on 2km eggs. It's not worth it. The Pokemon that you get out of those eggs are ones that you could find just by not even leaving the house, just turning on the game and they pop up, you know, those annoying ones. For me, it's Drowsy. They're everywhere. So don't bother using your incubators for 2km eggs. Save them for the 5km. You can get some great Pokemon that way. My next tip is in the corner of the screen where it tells you which Pokemon are wandering around near where you are. Don't pick a specific Pokemon. Just leave the tab open, because if you pick a specific one, it's harder to track them. If you leave it all open, then you can see if you go this direction, then this Pokemon disappears. Or if you go that direction, then that Pokemon disappears. And then you can figure out where it is you need to go to get the Pokemon you want to get. My next tip is that you can get different Pokemon at different times of the day. So just because you went to a certain place at this time and they didn't have any good Pokemon there, doesn't mean that at a different time they won't have good Pokemon there. I confused myself. There's different Pokemon at different times of day. So I would recommend that you play Pokemon all day, every day. But people have jobs and lives. So I recommend going out at least twice a day, once in the morning time and once in the evening time, just so you can get a full range of Pokemon. My next tip is to make use of curveballs. They're so easy to do. You just spin your hand around on the screen for a minute, la 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 la, and then shoot the Pokeball off. It doesn't take a long time and it gives you more XP and it gives you more items, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's so easy. My final tip is to use battery saver mode. Now this, I thought maybe it wouldn't be so great. I didn't want to really lose any of my features or have a dim screen, because I like having my screen on full brightness when I play Pokemon Go. But when you turn on battery saver mode on Pokemon Go, all it does is that when you tilt your screen down, so like when you're swinging your arms and you're walking around with Pokemon Go on, it dims the screen then and only then. So when you're not even using it, when you're just walking around, maybe you're trying to incubate an egg or something like that, it's really, really useful, and you don't lose any of the features, so I can't recommend it enough. That's all the tips I could think of that weren't really obvious, like, oh, here's how you use a lure to get more Pokemon, or oh, here's how you get Pikachu as your starter, because I feel like everybody's done those ones, and I tried to think of ones that are a little more unique. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to me because I'm going to be making more. Goodbye! My hat's falling off.